First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
She okay?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Now Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Ryan. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Ryan on second down. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Space. 11. 21. Get on, Hunt.
Ryan. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First carry now. This is Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
22.
On second down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold from the gun, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Nelson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let me go. We got 4. We got 21. Watch number 22.
Here's Ryan.
Oh, what a play.
It's intercepted.
Good pick.
13. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Nelson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
Nobody.
And the Saints add on to their lead.
You can't even
Extra
fit it.
point from McManus.
You got a big
is
head,
good.
though.
And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff
Oh,
team
yeah?
on the field now
They
as
probably
will send this one away.
I won.
Now the
That was a
Lions
good
offense,
game.
they get ready to head back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
20. Let him go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Gun.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off.
Yeah.
Because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Down
No.
to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up the crease that they can
I
run
haven't
through.
gone yet.
Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun. 20. 20. 11.
Ryan. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Some strong running at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Ito Smith, his first carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Things will never be the same.
On 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. The middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't one
I
the
got
magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Got you
Second
again.
and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to... The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
11.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down.
Why did you do that side step?
12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they'll go ground game here in the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On second down, Darnold. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Nelson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Look at Raul out there looping. Look at Raul got them linemen out there looping.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff working right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not
how are you on the ground?
Practice very often.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Man, I'm about to say that lineman fast. That's
quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Thank you.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. In for the score. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
So here come the Lions now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that
Sing
play.
it, girl.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Gun!
Now a handoff looking right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they...
Touchdown, New Orleans! Deion Kane, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints just continue to roll. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
Man, so Peyton ain't trying to hit that bullshit, man.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So out now come the Lions. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Ryan to throw. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Man, Jesus coming to save. I already done came to save.
You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. What? In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Are they what? Pants?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Pants.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Yeah, give me a minute.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
There we go. Gun. Check. 1, 4. Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. He hits more. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Hey, turn that off and turn it back on. That thing ain't working. It's hot up here.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
It's on? Turn it off and turn it back on.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
It's on. It's cool.
They tried a quick hitter
what
inside,
number is
that
it on?
was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
76.
Didn't happen.
Turn it down. Turn it to like 70.
Now Ryan on second down. That's incomplete.
Got to go right up on it.
My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing,
you put it on 70.
What you're doing, throwing the ball as well.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
You really want to put that John on 68. Knockout now. What's talking about basketball?
Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down.
I know basketball knockout.
Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be
taken
down, but not
53.
before he works it past the 50.
J.J. Nelson.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Shedding the tackle. Escaping the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Lions have recovered.
It's not exactly round and round we go, but I'm looking at the poor defenses. All right, back-to-back possessions, the ball's turned over.
Back-to-back plays.
I mean, just that quickly, and you think you're going to the bench to get a little break, and all of a sudden you're hearing sudden change, get back out there, grabbing your helmets and running back out on the field. I don't think it's going to affect them much now, but if this keeps up, you're going to have two very angry defenses. You want the offense to take care of the ball.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. A big offensive explosion.
Anytime folks start making plans for what's going to happen after.
Guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, Darnold was 100%.